Hey, it's Mr. Parth, and here is modern Tang Soo intermediate form number 1. There are a few key differences in this form from our basic forms, primarily that we will have a back knuckle where our feet come to an L shape, we back knuckle at head level to the side, and we also have our low chops. Low chops can be done in a back stance. When it's finished, your back hand comes to your chest, your other hand comes down kind of the same as low block position, but with that open hand. Now when I'm doing this and I'm stepping, my back hand's going to twist, my body will twist with it. This is going to go diagonally opposite of where my goal is going to be with the striking hand. So now as I step to my back stance, I chop down below. My attention's still going to be forward as I do that. So let's try it out. I'm going to turn so you can follow along with me. It starts just like basic form number 1. So from my ready stance, I will of course announce the form. This would be intermediate form number 1. And you'll say sir or ma'am depending on who's asking. Starting from here, we look to our left, we fold for that low block. As before, we're still going to toe touch, find our front stance, low block. So this form actually has a lot of basic form number 1 in it. Step center punch, there's number 2. Number 3 is going to change slightly. I still do my half turn and my toe touch with my front stance low block. But now we can imagine someone's grabbing my wrist. I'm going to shift to a back stance, pull my wrist inward. Here comes that back knuckle. As I move to number 4, my feet are going to start to come together. I start to fold for that back knuckle, very similar to my low block fold, but I execute it out here, head level. Okay? That's actually going to be all of 3. 4 is going to be then aiming down, stepping forward into our center punch as we've done in the past. Moving down the middle, I'm going to turn, I look, I do a front stance low block. Let me do it facing toward the camera first because I'll go low block. I'm going to shift to a back stance fold for a knife hand block and then shift back forward and execute my knife hand block. That's all of move number 5. So returning to where I was, front stance low block, shift, knife hand block. Now it's going to be 3 high blocks. 1, 2, and 3 key up. Right there. Now the rest of the form is going to be just like basic form number 1. So this is now move number 9. I've done my front stance low block, step center punch. Half of this form is basic form number 1. Back down the middle, still doing my center punches. Last one, loud key up. Here's where it changes and goes to those chops. Back hand comes up to our chest. Imagine holding a cup of water. We don't want to spill that, so keep it nice and level. This hand's going to go opposite of where I'm going. It's still a 3/4 turn to go that way, so this hand will go opposite to get to the direction I'm going. As I turn, this hand stays and extends out. I turn, I can see where I'm going. I step to my back stance, execute my low chop. Now again, next change, rather than moving forward, I find a 45-degree angle here. I've done my chop, I swing this back, opposite where I'm going on that 45. I step, chop 45. Now I switch my hands because I need this hand out, this hand back at my chest so that I can turn this way to go back on that 90-degree. So I look, I step here, there's my chop, and I'm going to finish with that 45-degree right there. That'll be the last move of the form. We'll come back to our ready stance, retreating the leg that extended. All right, there you go. Here is intermediate form number 1 at speed. We'll announce the name first. Keep in mind I'm doing this facing toward the camera rather than facing away this time. All right. First, as always, announce the form. Intermediate form number 1, sir. And bara. There you go, intermediate form number 1.